Hello and welcome back to another playthrough of Dragons Down. Today I'm going to try the Elf Sorcerer. I actually have tried this combination once before, and I thank the people that have been watching these since the very beginning. I actually posted these videos up for the Elf Sorcerer, and I just made so many mistakes with a lot of the shapeshift spells that I didn't think it was very good reference for people that are trying to learn the game through these videos, and I took it down, but I made it a point that I wanted to come back and try it again, and see if I could win the game as the Elf Sorcerer. So here we are. I've got my uh, lineage and class picked out. So you can see the Elf Sorcerer is very good at negotiating with merchants. A lot of cunning and wisdom and charisma. Not very strong. He only has one heart for health. So we start with no armor as the elf. So we start with I've chosen the side that has 2 spells, a dagger, and some gold. I just figured I might as well get a weapon. The other side of this had 3 spells and 10 gold. So I took the side that had the dagger. As the elf, of course, I get an extra spell to start with, and I get another magic cube at the beginning too. So I've gone all purple to start. So you see I've got my 3 purple cubes here. So I went purple, chose purple here, and chose purple here. And I've got the 3 speed cubes to work with and 1 might cube. So obviously not a big weapon wielder at the beginning of the game. Obviously, if we find some more might cubes and some weapons to use it with, we could always switch that around. Yeah, as we start the game, we're going to be primarily magic based. For my starting spells, I kind of went a little heavy on the big magic. So I did pick strength, which lets me cast at a enemy, and if I hit it, my next attack will do +1 damage to it. I've also chose fireball, which is a great ranged attack. So if I can stay hidden and cast fireball, I can, or even if I'm exposed, I can hit a bunch of targets and do a lot of damage that way. And as the sorcerer, I only have 2 attack speed boxes. As the elf sorcerer, I only have 2 attack speed boxes, but my lineage lets me do a extra attack speed if I cast spells using only 1 color of magic. So if I'm casting all purple, I actually get an extra attack speed to my spell as my class bonus. So then I also chose shapeshift. So that that's kind of it gave me trouble last time I did this. I kind of made a lot of slip ups here and there, but it's if I use this, it'll be a great way. Some of the common animals to shapeshift into, or monsters to shapeshift into, are going to be the adult dragon, just because they're powerful and you can use fireball against everybody. So if I use shapeshift, I won't really need to use that fireball probably as much, but it also gives you, and a dragon also gives you ability to fly around the board too. So it gives you an easy way to move around a whole lot. And then finally, another creature that's good to transform into, or either a griffin, because the maneuver speed is so fast, you can run away from things very easily. So you also have the ability to fly, but you also have the ability to run away. And honestly, a giant bat is not a bad creature to transform into as well, because it also gives you that 4 maneuver speed and ability to kind of get away and stay out of trouble. And then bat can do a little bit of damage too. So anyway, that's some of the options I have available to me as I make my way through, because obviously I start with no armor in the game. I have just my dagger and my spells, and a little bit of gold, which if I make my way to a civilization with some merchants, I can purchase maybe some armor, or whatever else we might find there. So I do have some options if we find a civilization. I'm gonna back away and let's look at the map real quick. It's a pretty crazy map that got generated here. You can see all the civilizations are pretty well spread out. There's one section of the map right here that is just completely cut off right now from the rest of the board. So unless we enchant tiles to get the paths to change around, or obviously if we can fly around, we can get to those areas. But we begin, you can't even get to that section of the board. Or if you start there, you're just kind of off on your own. You also have this section. You can't come in over here unless you enchant, because it's its own thing. And so there are a few areas like that. This is just going to be a hard start. You can see the sanctuary is kind of weighed off by itself over here. So if you come to the sanctuary over here, you really have to go pretty far around to get anywhere. If I move these guys off a little bit, you can kind of see that there's nothing really connecting to the sanctuary. So again, good thing that I have some magic that I can use to enchant tiles and the ability to potentially fly around, because I think I'm going to need one of those things for sure to get around this board here. So here, what I'm thinking now is I've already taken a look at this map a little bit, and I think what I want to do is come on the board right here and just see what this tile brings out. And then based on that, if I can stay and loot stuff, then that's great. If there's a site that comes out. Otherwise, I can maybe head up north a little bit and make my way through these tiles to the keep, and hopefully find some stuff that I can trade in at the keep. Or if I find some great stuff, I can also go to, like right away, I can go to the mine as well, and then head on from there. So we're going to see how that starts us off and gets us through the first few turns of the game, and hopefully we stay safe and stay hidden, and yeah, we'll go from there. So we're going to kind of take this one step at a time. So yeah, this is the open realm. Obviously I've set up the map, and we're going to be doing the legendary solo. So I'm just trying to get 20 fame points total, and or more, to consider it a win and stay alive as long as possible. So we're going to go here for turn one, and this will be that'll be 2 movement, and we will bring out a woods token, or sorry, mountain token, and we did find a site right away, so that's good. Yeah, so mountains are pretty heavy with sites. You can tell just by their setup board that the mountain pack alone has the chamber, crypt, and hoard. So you're going to have at least 3 site tokens in there, along with the Forgotten City token is going to be mixed in there too. So there's a big potential on both mountains and caves that to find sites, because you see the same thing with caves has altar, catacombs, and troves, as well as the dwarven ruins are somewhere in the caves as well. So both mountain and cave tiles are well worth exploring, and because there's a good chance that you're going to find a good site, or something that'll bring more sites on the board, like the Forgotten City or the dwarven ruins. The woods, you can see, are tied to the shrine and the secret cache, so not as many sites in the woods, but the secret cache can be good because you don't have to actually loot it, you just kind of get it all. And but so you will be able to get a site if you explore the woods, but just not as many. They're going to be more item or treasure focused if you with these tiles. So yeah, I like to start in a mountain or a cave token if possible. Woods are good. Woods tiles are good because you can move quickly through them, because it's just 1 movement point per spot. But if you want the good stuff, you're gonna have to go to the mountains or caves more probably. If that makes sense. Higher probability of getting good stuff. So we got the site. We're gonna grab the site token here, and we have found the altar, and that's gonna be right next to me. Yeah, it's going to be 2 movement to get there because it is a mountain clearing. So I'm just going to actually sneak and alert here. Let me grab some cubes that I can use to track my actions. Sorry, here we go. So we will say that I'm sneaking and alerting here, and rather than moving directly onto it. So we're going to call that my first turn of the game, and then we'll roll the summoning die and see what we get. Sorry, let's pan back over. So you're in the narrow ridges, so that can bring juvenile dragons and adult dragons. So yeah, we're looking for either of those symbols or a sight symbol to get rolled. Either one of those will bring monsters. And we are safe this turn. You know, one thing to consider, and I'm going to go ahead and do it while I'm here and while there's no monsters on the board, I'm going to go ahead and enchant this tile. Just because we're going to spend some time here looting, and that'll flip this tile. The altar stays at site 3, I stay at clearing 6. And we're going to enchant it with purple magic, obviously. So we're going to have this magic cube on the board that we can use for our spell casting now. So a lot of these spells will have wound markers on, wound symbols underneath the cube box where you play your cube. And by putting magic on the board, you can actually use that magic to fill in that box. So you don't actually have to wound a cube of yours when you play a spell. So now I can play Fireball again, for example, and not have to wound a purple cube. And I'll just use the magic that I've put out onto the board. So there we go. That's actually 3 actions to do that. And I'll use my 4th action to sneak. So here we go. That's sneak. And there are my 3, let's put that there, 3 enchant action points. So then we're going to roll again. And we have rolled bones and monsters return. So we're still safe right now. We'll see how long that lasts. And we're going to move on to, on turn 3, we're going to spend 2 action points to move on to the altar now. And I will get 1 chance to search for it and before I have to sneak again. So let's go ahead and we've used 2 movement actions here. And now I will search here. And let's see how this works out. And I actually found that. Man, that was lucky. So for finding a site, I get 1 legend point and 5 fame. So here's my legend point and my 5 fame right here. So I'm on the scoreboard. My sorcerer is building up his legendary, his tale of legend now for moving in and hunting through the narrow ridges, catching a whiff of the altar and exploring around those narrow ridges with dragons known to be in the area, and we have found the altar. But he better be careful. He better hide, or sneak, sorry, because there is a demon that guards that altar that could pop up at any minute. And let's see what happens. Do we see that demon? No, but we do see 2 adult dragons come and land on us. So let's grab those. So that symbol paired with the number 2 tells me the 2 adult dragons come right to me and land on me. So I have snuck here, and so I'm going to have to do a hide check. And to do that, we're going to grab the hide die, and let's roll that up. And if both of these show a red face, I'm revealed. If one of them is blank and one of them is red, I get to ignore that red because I snuck. And obviously, if both of them are blank. I am hidden as well. So we just want to not have two red faces showing. Okay, so I am revealed to this these adult dragons, and so we're gonna go into combat with them. And this might be a short playthrough. We'll see. That's how these go sometimes. So let's clear off the play area. And they're both going to be attacking me. Both of them start off attack speed of 1 and maneuver speed of 3. They're going to be very hard to hit. And so I need to figure out how I want to play my cubes, because I did not alert or anything. I have 5 cubes to play, and yeah, let's see what I can do here. Okay, so let's see what do we have over here. I think my best bet is to try Fireball on them, and it's going to hit with a damage of, because I'm going to target more than one dragon. It's going to hit with a damage of 2 and a sharpness. If I picked only 1 to hit, it would be 2 and 2 sharpness. So, but let's try to hit both of them. Their maneuver speed is pretty fast. I cannot, if I put all my cubes into attack, or both cubes into attack, sorry, it would be 2 plus my 1, because I'm casting all purple here. So it would match their maneuver speed on this face. So that gives me some chance, but it's not an auto hit. Unless, of course, they flip, then it would be an auto hit. So here's what I think we're going to do. I've enchanted, luckily I did enchant this tile. I can play one, I can ignore this box because I enchanted the tile. So I will put this cube here, and that's one of my 5 cubes, sorry. And I only have 3 speed cubes to play. So I think what I'm going to do is play defense here and try to avoid. So what happens is, if they flip, they will cast Fireball on me, and they're going to have an attack speed of 2 if they do that. So I just want to be ready for that and make myself as hard to hit as possible. So let's go ahead and let me clear out some dice from here. We're going to need the hit dice and the monster hide die for this battle, this combat. Okay, so I've chosen my tactics, and now we need to see if they flip on their tactics or not. So we'll go with this guy first and see if he flips, and he does not. And let's go with the second guy and see if he flips, and he does. So he is going to flip to cast Fireball, and I am casting Fireball as well. And so our attacks are actually going to go off simultaneously with Close the Distance. The first round of combat, we go by attack length. So he's at length 42. My spell is 42. We're have the same spell. So let's see what we'll resolve that. Let's just see if he hits me first, and we'll go from there. So we'll roll his hit die. He needs to roll 2 hits to hit me. Okay. Of course, if he hits me, he'll hit me with this 2 and 2 sharpness. So basically 4, and there's no way for me to, I don't have any armor yet. So we'll see what happens. And he missed me, thank goodness. And now I am going to roll hits on both of these guys. And I have attack speed of, attack speed of 1 because of this. So it's 0 plus 1. And so I'm gonna have to roll double hits to hit either one of these guys. So let's see what we got. So the first guy I missed because I rolled my worst roll wasn't equal then, and my attack speed is not equal his 3 maneuver. And the second guy I missed. So that is the first round with no wounds or anything. So if we survive one more round like that, the combat will end. So let's stick, so this next round of combat, I don't have to wound a cube. I think I'm just going to stay with the same setup. Again, now that we have somebody shooting, potentially shooting fireballs at us, we definitely want to keep this at 3. So here we go. We're going to roll their tactics now. So we'll start with this dragon, see if he flips. And he does not. And we'll go to the other dragon and see if it flips. And it does not. So we are going to now go in attack speed order. So he has attack speed of 2, he has 1, and I have 1 because of my ability. So because my length is greater, I'll go second. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 in the attack speed order. So he's going to shoot his fireball at me, and let's see if it hits. He needs 2 hits to hit me, and he did. And that is the short life of the sorcerer. He made it through 3 turns. His fireball hits me for a power of 4. I can mitigate 0 of these sharpnesses, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You count them all up, and we compare it to my armor. Any armor that I'm wearing? No, not seeing any armor. And then we see if my health can absorb it. I have 1 heart, and if the attack damage, well, let's roll the just for completion's sake, we'll roll the range die to see what the actual damage was. So he hit me, now he has to roll the range die, and he hit me for it modified at 0. So yeah, he hit me for all 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and my 1 little heart couldn't take it. So I am dead. The Elf Sorcerer did not survive that. So thank you for watching this brief playthrough of the Elf Sorcerer. He made it all the way to 2 clearings and died. Thanks, bye.